Yeah, Chanel, thanks for having me tonight to talk about this. First off, I like how you introduced it with military math. As I was a math major for my undergraduate degree from the Naval Academy. So if anyone knows that statistics can be padded to shape a narrative, it's me. However, I do think there's some truth to this, especially to the first article. There was a huge bump in numbers in recruitment and exciting and enthusiasm by young American patriots to serve under Secretary Hegseth and President Trump. That was incredible. We could feel the
Yes.
enthusiasm. As I was retiring, I told a few
Right.
dudes, man, I wish I was starting my career right now. It's also very natural for that initial momentum, that wave of excitement to kind of taper off a little bit as things stabilize and normalize. So it's not surprising to me to see that we're adjusting some policies here to try to increase that momentum, increase that avenue for young patriots who want to serve, especially in a time right now where the world is getting more uncertain. Hostilities are increasing across the globe, and there are a lot of young Americans who want to serve. I'm okay with it within reason. Raising the age limit, great. However, as long as we don't change our unbending standard, which is established by our combat requirements downrange, it's okay if you're a little bit older. Let's just not change the standard. And I don't think we have to worry about that given his emphasis on reinforcing the standard from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. As for the drug convictions, mixed feelings about that one. But what I offer is a lot of young Americans, and particularly young men, have been known to make some mistakes in those younger years, possibly even mistakes that get them in jail or in a little bit of trouble with the law. I do firmly believe we should provide an avenue to fall forward. Now, I'm not talking about drug dealers. We shouldn't be allowing them into the United States military. But those who make a mistake early in life and want to recover from that mistake, want to serve their nation with a patriotic fervor, we should absolutely let them fall forward, provide that opportunity, keep tabs on them, make sure they're not going to fall back into old patterns. But we've got to be a nation that understands in the United States military, we're not choir boys. We typically like to fight, and we sometimes get
Yeah.
into trouble. Okay, let's manage that risk, not ostracize it and not drive it out, or we're not going to have the fighting force we need to defend our nation.
What about the raising an age? I know that's not actually that. I mean, in today's society, I mean, a 42-year-old is not, our grandfather's 42-year-olds, and we could have a whole conversation about that. But what's your take on the raising of the age for the Army in particular? Is this kind of a trend that's happening across branches?
I'm not sure if it's a trend across branches. I've only seen the article that talks about it with the Army. Once again, I'm okay with it as long as the standard is reinforced and we don't bend there. You're right.
Right.
42 is the new 32. And with nutrition, I am seeing that
Yeah.
with this next, with both the millennials and the Gen Z, their ideas of nutrition, sports science has come so far in the last 20, 30 years that, yeah, I think we're able to sustain physical rigor within young bodies well into the 40s these days without really blinking too much. So I'm okay with that. Once again, as long as the standard is reinforced.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.